YouTube channel. Thank you everyone that supported me in my last video. I really appreciate that. Today I've come back with a Beauty Bay haul. So there's a few things I really wanted to try out that are really affordable. And I saw them on a few Facebook pages and things being recommended, so I thought I'd order them myself and give them a go. So I've got most of them on now actually, bar one, which is a face mask. So I can actually tell you what I think of them. So we're going to start off with this one. This is the Ordinary Hydrated and Oils Hyaluronic Acid. That's how you say it. Just looks like that. And the bottle looks like this. Now, so I thought I'd order this because so many people rave about the Ordinary company. And it's all over Beauty Bay. They're so affordable. And I've heard really good things about them. Now, I've used this for a few days now, but I have really liked this. The formula is really wet, sounds weird, but it's quite a wet formula. And when you put it on, it dries almost immediately. So I really like this, and I've definitely noticed it has hydrated my skin so much more. And like here I normally get quite dry. And I found that this has been really good with that. So I've got makeup on today because I want to try out some of the stuff I bought. And I've definitely felt that this has helped where the cakiness normally happens here. So putting this on before cream was really useful. And like I said, it stopped the cakiness there, it stopped the dryness. It just looks much better under my makeup and under the cream I use. So I normally put on a day cream. It does say to put on a day cream or whenever you're applying it. It says apply a few drops to face AM and PM before creams. And it says if irritation occurs, consult a physician. So I've done exactly what it said. It does say to patch test. I didn't do that and I was absolutely fine. I have had a few people have had reactions to this. I don't know why, but I've been absolutely amazing with this and I couldn't recommend it more. I just think the formula is really nice, dries quickly. The one thing I would say is when I was rubbing it in, my hands were quite sticky. But I think that's just when it's drying, it starts to be a bit sticky, but that you can live with that. But yeah, as for hydrating, it is hydrating, and you can definitely feel those oils sinking into your skin, and it makes your whole look much more brighter and you look so much more hydrated. So yeah, thumbs up to this. So next I'm going to show you the primer I used today, and I definitely think this made my makeup go on smoother. So this is the Ordinary Silicone primer. It just looks like this. Really like this, really rate it. I've only used it once though, so I don't know if I can really rate it, to be honest. And it's just a little bottle, which looks like this. I don't know if you can see that. This was really nice to apply. So this went on really smoothly. I liked the formula, it's quite thin, and it just made me feel awake. It was almost like a moisturizer in a way. Obviously it's a silicone primer, so you can definitely feel the softness of it. And I definitely think it really helped with my foundation when I applied that, because normally it doesn't go on as smooth. I did use a different foundation to try, so I don't know if that's normally how it applies, but I definitely think this was the reason why it applied much nicer. You don't need very much either, which is quite good. You only need a small amount, like tiny amount. A little goes a long way with this, but I do recommend this. I'm just going to read what it says. Used as a last step in skincare regimen, either on its own or as a makeup primer. So you can actually use it as a moisturizer. And again, it says patch testing advised, but not many people do that. I think it says that on most products, and I've never patch tested, and it was really nice on my skin actually. So I really recommend this. I actually prefer this to this. Obviously they're different things, but if I had to choose one to buy, it would be the primer. So yeah, happy with that. Now the next thing I got was this. It's the Milani Conceal and Perfect Foundation Stick. It looks like this. It doesn't come in a box or anything. I got it in 205 Light Claire. This was actually too light for my skin and I'm quite pale. So just be cautious that they, it just looks like this, that they may look your colour, but actually they come up a bit lighter than I thought they would. Obviously I've only got this one, so I've not got others to like determine what my actual colour would be, but it was doable, so I could like blend it out, and I could put the bronzer on, then it was my colour. However, it was very, very light. Now, when applying this, it went on my skin really, really easily. And I really liked the way it felt when it was on my skin. It didn't feel thick, it felt really weightless and nice. I normally use liquid foundation, so I wasn't sure what to expect with this. I don't know if my expectations were different or not, but when I applied this, it did, I did this side with a sponge and this side with a brush. And I definitely think the sponge worked better. I felt like the brush kind of took away the product rather than blending it. And also I felt like the brush kind of made it a little bit more cakey than I would have liked. So yeah, I definitely think the sponge applicator was much better than using a brush. I don't think I'd go and rush to buy it again because I don't think it's as good as everyone talks about. I've heard good things about the liquid one, but I really wanted to try a stick foundation. I definitely think you pay for what you get. With this one, it does cover up most of your flaws and things, but still things are on show. You could kind of see my freckles when I first put it on, and then I kept building up, and it built up quite nicely actually, but it did take a lot of doing for it to build up. I definitely don't think that this would be my favourite foundation. I don't know whether that's because I'm not used to using a stick or whether it's the actual brand. I'm not sure, so I will have to let you know on that one when I try a few more stick foundations. However, I said all that, but I would use this for a uni foundation when I'm going into university and I just want to quickly put something on. This would be fine. Like, it covers up the majority, and it's cheap, easier to apply and blend, and it did blend really, really nicely actually, other than the fact it's not very full coverage. But if you want it full coverage, you just have to work it up to be full coverage, and obviously using the sponge. But yeah, I did like this, but I wouldn't rush to get another one. I think I want to try their liquid foundation and maybe a different foundation stick. If any of you know any nice foundation sticks which are a bit more affordable, and then go ahead and comment down below, because like I said, I'm not used to foundation sticks. There's quite a lot of product in this actually, and I really like the packaging. It's really pretty, like it's just a gold, and then when you put the lid on, it just looks like that. It's just really, really, really pretty. And last but not least, as I said, this is only a small haul, but I thought, so I've heard so much about the Australian pink clay mask on Beauty Bay. I can't remember the brand off the top of my head. No idea. But so I thought I'd try the dupe because that one's about £30. This one was like, I can't remember, like £7. I'm going to link all the products down below for you all. But this one is a detoxifying mask and it's a pink clay mask, just like the other one. And it's a Revolution mask. And the box just looks like this. It's a really nice box, really nice packaging. And then when you open it, it looks like this. It's really nice. It's a shame it doesn't really come with an applicator, because I think that makes everything better. And when you open the actual thing, it does normally have a lid. Now my lid fell on the floor and I didn't really want to put it back in when it had touched hair and things. So it just looks like that inside. It's really nice colour. So I've tried this already, and it's really nice to apply. It spreads really easily. I did use my hands because I didn't have an applicator. However, when I put it on my skin started to burn, like ridiculously burn. I was literally trying to fan myself off to try and stop the burning, which I don't know if that's normal. I don't think it, surely not. It says you've got to apply it 2 times a week, avoid area of eyes, allow to work for 10 to 15 minutes and rinse well, and I did that. But as soon as I put this on, it was burning my face, and I never normally have like sensitive skin or anything, so I don't know what that was about. I don't know whether I just need to get used to it, whether it just takes getting used to, whether it's not for my skin type, whether I put too much on. I really don't know, so I'm going to try this again and maybe put a little bit less on, because I did cake it on. I'm just checking to see if it says anything. No, it doesn't say anything about irritation, and I've actually heard good things about this. So the fact when I put it on and it started burning, I was a little bit shocked, and I wasn't expecting it, like I said. But I did persevere and kept fanning my face, and the burning did stop when it started to dry. So like I said, I don't know if it's just the type of formula it is and whether that's meant to do it. Obviously it's detoxifying, so my thoughts were because it's detoxifying, maybe it's burning for some reason to do its chemical thing, I don't know. But yeah, once it started drying, the burning did stop, and I did leave it on for a good 15 minutes, maybe slightly more, because it does take a while to dry. I did like it once it dried, I must say. Once the burning stopped, I did really, really like this. Just because of the burning, depending on how future applications of this goes, and if the burning continues, I probably wouldn't buy it again because it was really painful. But if the burning does stop and it doesn't continue every time, then I think I would buy this again, because for the money you can't really go wrong. And my skin afterwards felt incredible. It was so smooth and it just looked so much brighter, and you could tell that it had really got into my pores. My favourite out of all of them would definitely be the primer, just because of the way it felt and the way it feels and the way it's so lightweight, and so was the Ordinary oil stuff as well. But the silicone primer just felt like a moisturiser, and it was really nice on your skin and just refreshed you. So that was definitely my favourite out of all of them. I wouldn't go back for the stick foundation unless I find a better way to apply it. And I don't think I would go back to the mask if it was to keep burning my face. So that is my Beauty Bay haul. I'm sorry it's so small. There was actually quite a lot out of stock on Beauty Bay. I'm going to do a bigger one at the end of the month, when I thought about things I really want to buy and try, and had a browse through things and a bit of research into a few things that I want to try. But I thought that was a really nice one to start with. And obviously I'm going to link the stuff below. But yeah, that is my Beauty Bay haul. I really appreciate you guys watching this, and I appreciate all the support I've been getting actually in general. And yeah, I look forward to seeing you in my next video. I've got a few plans, but yeah, see you in my next video.